First little clip, it just gliding across the sky. And you had this frosty white wind or cloud just go over the top of it. I would not like to see this flying over my country. Please don't ever let me see this fly over my country. That looks like a flippin' alien spacecraft. What the heck is this? Just how he even said, like, this thing is built to be lethal. It is built to be lethal. Okay, so today I'm super excited about this next video. So when I watched the flyovers, the first flyover that took place in my second video was that alien spacecraft. And that spacecraft was called the B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber. I mean, for starters, that's the coolest name, the B-2, the B-2. So the video that we're checking out today is called, Here's How to Become a B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber Pilot. Let's check it out.
The B-2 Spirit, one of America's most mysterious and most known.
Okay, I had to pause it there. What was that going over the plane? Was that the wind? Was it clouds? Holy cow, and this is such a cool image because that flyover where it showed the B-2, it was this tiny. It looked this tiny, but I remember saying, holy cow, that looks like an alien spacecraft. Man, that looks cool from this angle. Holy cow.
Warplanes. To some, it's a mythical beast flying high above. While to others, it's a point of pride.
The B-2 is a rock star, right? Anywhere the B-2 goes, it's an iconic airplane. Everybody knows what the B-2 is.
Wow. While many have seen it fly at sporting events and on TV, very few have gotten to see it up close. And of those few, even fewer have actually become a B-2 pilot, one of the hardest things to achieve in the U.S. Air Force. So how did they get there? It starts here at undergraduate pilot training, where students fly the T-6 Texan II and the T-38 Talon. Then some pilots head directly to B-2s, while others fly something else first.
Yeah, so we like people from all different kinds of communities because we can learn from each other everywhere. But to be a B-2 pilot and a pilot in the United States Air Force, you just have to be hardworking, driven, obviously intelligent, but...
Okay, just a couple of images before, you saw how massive this plane was. Like, those people were tiny standing up. This plane is huge, and look at that. Look at the design of it. Like, if there's anything that looks like an alien spacecraft or UFO, look at the curve in the top. Crazy. Holy cow.
Most of the time is where there's a will, there's a way. Anyone who's willing to learn and to put the time and effort into it will make it through the program, and they'll typically become the best of the best.
It's kind of a melting pot of aviators here. You know, we get inputs from everybody, and we all kind of gel together and learn from each other's past experiences.
But regardless of where they come from, those pilots all come to Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, the home of the B-2 and the 509th Bomb Wing.
Missouri, home
Whiteman
of the
has been the B-2's only operational home, with the first operational jet arriving in 1993. And with there only being 21 of these aircraft ever built, and 20 flying today, it's a tight-knit community. And because of that, and the fact that the aircraft isn't easy to learn to fly, it's a highly selective process to even enter training.
We're just looking for really good pilots, just like any other community is looking for really good folks. So we need folks that can fly for a very long time at a very, very high skill level.
Once students arrive at Whiteman, they're assigned to the 13th Bomb Squadron, home of B-2 training.
There, they'll go through their initial qualification courses where they'll just learn the basics. Then they'll go into the bomb squadron. They'll teach them the actual mission qualification stuff, how to employ, what the enemy and the adversaries around the world look like so that we can counter them. And then as you get into the OSS and the more experience, we start to dive into the more technical features of it. And then
I just can't get over how big this is. Like, that is massive. And even just the way, like, for starters, it looks like an alien spacecraft. It is absolutely massive. And just even the way it's taking off sends shivers down my spine. Like, that's how cool this plane looks. And so it mentioned that they are from Missouri. It also mentioned that you guys have 21 of these. 21 B-2s in America. You guys have 21 of these spacecrafts. Like, I mean, I'm gonna call it an alien spacecraft. It just like, there's no other name for this besides the fact that it looks like an alien spacecraft, and it looks like an aircraft you would not want to mess around with. That's another point I must make. Look how cool that is, man. Damn.
Exactly how to train people and how to teach them how to go and do that. We're a very small community, and because of that, we're allowed to have a smaller classroom setting. We typically have an initial qualification course of about 4 students at a time, and those are the 4 guys you kind of grow up with in your B2 career. You'll go through mission qualification with them, and then typically you'll end up going through flight instructor course upgrade with them as well. And that's when guys start to break off, whether they go to weapon school or test pilot school from that point. But it really takes quite a bit of a community to get them to that point.
While in training and as a qualified pilot, students will fly the 509th's other aircraft, the T-38 Talon.
The B2 and the T-38 probably could be no more further from apart. The B2, highly advanced, highly automated airplane. The T-38, which you see behind me, not a single computer in that. So in the B2, flying is almost secondary. So your primary focus in the B2 is mission. It's a fight. It's getting a 3-ship across the range. Where flying is almost got to be secondary and natural here. The T-38
Whoa.
flying is the primary.
Okay, what is going on here? What is going on here? You have a massive aeroplane up the top. You've got a tail, and you've got the B2 underneath it. I have never seen anything like this. What the heck is going on here?
Primary purpose. It's again to keep those hands skills warm, to keep them fresh.
But when it comes to actually flying the B2, pilots have nothing but praise.
It's a very smooth plane to fly, thanks to the flight computers that control its surfaces very well. It's a beautiful machine.
Another key aspect of training, beyond just flying the B2, is the length of time missions take, often more than 30 hours, which takes a huge toll on the body. As a result, pilots have to be able to train their bodies to handle that amount of time in the air. And at Whiteman, that training is the responsibility.
What's going on here? What is this tail looking thing? Like, the only thing that I can think off the top of my head is it's pumping fuel. And if I am correct, that is crazy.
Of Captain James Dreibelbus, an aerospace physiologist.
One of my goals is to keep aircrew performing at those high levels and achieve that optimization for that longer duration, X amount of period of time through different waypoints and time zone changes, and how those different factors are going to affect those individuals on board.
Since there are only 20 B2s in existence, a lot of training flights have to happen in the simulators at the Mission Training Center at Whiteman. One key training sortie they oversee is a 24-hour flight designed to simulate a strike mission anywhere in the world. And according to one pilot, being in a simulator that long is almost like a road trip.
You're stopping by the fast food restaurant and you get the double cheeseburger and the fries and the shake and everything, and you're going to put yourself to sleep. But if you don't eat anything, you're also going to feel miserable, so you got to find that happy middle point. And by doing that 24-hour WIS to get somebody mission qualified, it helps you learn those things about yourself before you do it in the jet for real. Focusing inside the cockpit on all the various tasks that go along with getting to where you're going and making sure that you're going to be able to employ the weapons effectively, get the effects that you want.
And beyond just flying the aircraft or staying awake to do so, students have to learn the B2's main mission: dropping bombs on bad guys.
Really, our mission here is to be lethal. That's it. So if there is something on this planet that needs to be destroyed and our elected senior officials deem it necessary to be destroyed, the B-2 stealth bomber will find a way, and we carry the capability and range of weapons from the conventional side of a 500-pounder up to our 30,000-pounder massive ordnance penetrator, the GBU-57. And then if that can't kill it, we've got the nuclear option as well. So the B-2 holds just about every target on this planet at risk.
But regardless of the type of mission, from a training sortie to a strike mission, those who fly the B-2 have to
Look at that. That is absolutely crazy what that pilot just said. If there's something that needs to be destroyed on this planet, this aircraft can make that happen. Wow. Holy crap. If there's something. This thing is dangerous. It can, I think he said it can hold nuclear weapon on it? A nuclear weapon on this? I mean, the only thing that I can think about right now as I'm watching this is I would not like to see this flying over my country. Please don't ever let me see this fly over my country. I don't know what I would do. That is scary, the capability. And America's got 21 of them. 21 of these aircraft.
Execute at a high level, because when the B-2 is seen, it makes itself heard in a big way.
Okay, that just blew my mind out of this world. Just even from the first little clip, it just gliding across the sky, just gliding. You had this frosty white wind or cloud just go over the top of it. It just, like, I can't believe that these type of aircraft, like, I never knew that these aircraft even existed in this world. I didn't even know about it until I watched that flyover video where I saw that and I go, that looks like a flippin' alien spacecraft. What the heck is this? After watching this, that is absolutely nuts. From that, just even from the sheer size of it, like, I don't think there's anything more that I'd like to see in America than seeing that with my own eyes. That is the coolest looking machine I have ever seen. Wow. Just how he even said, like, this thing is built to be lethal. It is built to be lethal. And if there's any country that you want to live in, you want to live in America. You want to live in America and be behind these type of, behind a B-2. I mean, I like how they had that school that you can go to in order to become a pilot. If I was ever to join the US military, if there's an aircraft that I'd love to tell people that I fly this aircraft, it would be the B-2. Unless there's something else that you're hiding from me. Unless America has other machines that you are hiding from me all the way here in New Zealand. I've got a few questions here. The first question is, let's say that this is the only aircraft that looks like this, that has that lethal capability. If America has this type of capability, what do you guys have in store? The next 20 years, I would just be like, I haven't even gone in depth of how this aircraft even operates, and my mind blown. That is nuts. And the last question I have is, I wonder how much one of these costs. You guys have 21 of these aircraft. So let me know, as an American, do you feel safe knowing you have 21 of these?